Okay, welcome to my Sony press conference reactions. I'm gonna try to go through this as quick as possible. Been having problems. It's just cutting me out. I just keep constantly having to start over. So, as you can see, I'm wearing my Kingdom Hearts shirt. Almost dropped my notebook, but I'm wearing my Kingdom Hearts shirt. I thought they were gonna show this game, but they didn't, unfortunately. But I did hear about Square Enix having something to show today, Tuesday. So maybe they'll show off Kingdom Hearts 3 and maybe some other, surprises and other, game titles or whatever they have to show later today following Nintendo's press conference, which I'll also be talking about as well, and some others with PC gaming. I think they have something going on and set to talk about. But I'm going to try to go through these as fast as possible, so hopefully it doesn't, cut me out and I don't have to start over, because once it, gets an error on this screen, it says that I have to start over and it won't let me stop recording from this website feature that I'm using with the webcam from YouTube itself. So I did add extra light just so it's a little bit better, even though the quality's not the greatest compared to my camera, so I can't really use that right now. Um, they kicked off the show with Last Guardian, and that will be coming out in 2016. They showed off gameplay. The game was originally canceled, rumored to be canceled, but it's nice to see that the title exists, and the game will be happening and will be coming out soon. Well, sometime next year. And the gameplay looked great, and that was the first game they kicked it off with. A brand new title that looked similar to, it kind of reminded me of Heavenly Sword, to be honest. This game called Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought it was a brand new Heavenly Sword, but I guess it's like a new IP or just like a new franchise in the works. It looked really good, in my honest opinion. The brand new Hitman is going to be a new Hitman game. They showed a little bit of gameplay, and for this, if you pre-order Hitman, you'll have access to the exclusive beta for those who pre-ordered the game. Street Fighter V was shown off. This was to be expected. And the same thing goes for this. If you pre-order the brand new Street Fighter V, which is exclusive to PS4, you'll have access to the beta. I don't think I ever even heard of it, like a beta for Street Fighter V, to be honest. A beta for a fighting game. That's completely different. No Man's Sky. I heard about this game from last year's E3, but this time around they showed off gameplay. Media Molecule's new title called Dreams. I didn't know too much about the game. No, not much info was given, but you can create things around like different environments, like different characters, using the control, your PS4 controller and everything, your creativity and everything. Not a game that I would want to play, compared to it, and I don't think it's going to be as good as Little Big Planet. But although the third Little Big Planet 3 sucks and has a lot of problems and it's glitchy as hell from those who own it, from what I heard and from other people who played it before, and some of my friends ended up trading the game in because it was just that bad. Firewatch. Um, Right after Firewatch was Destiny, The Taken King. I don't know if this is a full game or is this yet another expansion or Destiny DLC. This will be coming out September 15th of this year. I almost said November 15th. But I didn't know too much about Firewatch, so that's why I just mentioned that was just showing off. The brand new Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I already talked about this in my press conference reactions and everything like that. The World of Final Fantasy. This was one of my favorite games shown. It looked interesting, and I didn't play too many Final Fantasy games. My very first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy X on the PlayStation 2, which I still own. And I just downloaded Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 6. So I'm trying to get into those. So I've been playing a little bit of the very first Final Fantasy 7. And speaking of that, um, it was a Final Fantasy VII remake, and not the HD remake that you saw from the PlayStation experience. It was the actual remake with all the characters just looking completely real, like actual, like a movie. It looked like a movie. It just was that amazing. It looked that fucking good. uh, and for the Final Fantasy VII remake, you can play. PS4 users will be able to play first on the PlayStation 4. So I don't know if it's not an exclusive. I think it's like a timed exclusive. But according to that, you can play first. Users will be able to play first on PS4. Uh, I guess these games, indie games. I think it was Ronin and EITR or something like that. That was shown. I was trying to make sure I wasn't having problems. I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can. Devolver, and then this game called Shenmue. I never heard of Shenmue before. I think it was like a game from the old days that actually exists. Shenmue 3, that's going to be happening. The brand new Batman Arkham Knight, that's coming out next week. That was shown. Project Morpheus. I don't care about virtual reality gaming and stuff, so I just kind of ignored it. I just I didn't pay any attention to, Project Morpheus because I don't care about it. I don't care about virtual reality gaming and everything like that. I don't think anyone else out there that who really cares about virtual reality. It's pretty cool and something different that's brand new, new to gaming. But I don't think, it's gonna be. I think it's just like another gimmick, to be honest. The PlayStation View, which is TV through PlayStation. It'll have Showtime, Machinima, something to do with Machinima, and some other things, TV related stuff. Didn't really care too much about that either. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was shown, surprisingly. I thought Microsoft was going to show it all first, but I was really surprised. They showed a little bit of the campaign, and then we got a little taste of the multiplayer. My quick reactions with that, I think it looks a little bit better than Advanced Warfare. I thought when they showed like the reveal for it, I thought of it as Advanced Warfare 2, to be honest. But it looks pretty good. So I don't know if they're gonna show more of that for the multiplayer. So it looks pretty good and everything. But from the gameplay itself, you can see like people running across walls like ninjas and stuff like that, which was already announced during the reveal. They showed PlayStation Vita games. Didn't really care about those because I don't own a Vita. I decided to get the 3DS over the Vita because I think the Nintendo 3DS is better, way better than the Vita, and the Vita doesn't really have that much mini games except for that Uncharted Golden Abyss and maybe some other games. I don't know. Then they have like a Resistance game for it, I guess. I don't know. It was announced that Star Wars will be a part of Disney Infinity 3.0. A limited edition Star Wars starter pack or something like that. Don't know too much about that. Just trying to make sure I'm still going. Just trying to hurry. Star Wars Rise Against the Empire, and then Star Wars Battlefront. Most people already knew about those from EA's conference. Well, at least not Star Wars Rise Against the Empire. Uncharted 4 gameplay was shown. It was like a demo. The funny thing was during the demo, the game was having problems. It didn't get a chance to start. Drake was just standing there. He wasn't moving. I was like, what's going on? Why is he not moving? They had to restart it. So it was like just a epic fail towards the towards the end when they was trying to get this. They were trying to start up the Uncharted 4 demo. But it was really good though. Once they got it to work, they had to just restart it. So I guess they was having problems, once it was being shown off. So that was basically it for the Sony conference. Those are all the games. Hopefully it doesn't cut me out here. I think this was the best conference at E3 by far, and most people would probably say the same thing. But I think overall all the conferences have been good. I just didn't like EA's too much, when it comes to all the sports games, because I'm not a sports fan, and I'm also not a Star Wars fan either. But looking at games like Star Wars Battlefront, it makes you want to get into Star Wars, even though I only seen like one movie of the Star Wars, and I never played any of the Star Wars games before. But this was definitely a good ass conference, I want to say. And Sony really showed up this year, and they were able to bounce back, and it's nice to see that all the conferences have been great so far. So I'm interested in seeing what Nintendo's going to do in about like an hour from now. So I'm just going to go ahead and have this up on my channel right now. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section if you guys want to. And I'll be checking out Nintendo's conference today, and then I'll also see what Square Enix has to offer, and then maybe something about PC gaming or whatever they have to show. So I have separate videos for Square Enix, depending on what they show or something like that. Or maybe I'll just do like a final thoughts video for my E3 coverage. So overall, good conference, a hell of a good conference, and I know most of those Final Fantasy fans are going nuts for that Final Fantasy remake. That shit looks so sweet. But I was hoping that they would show Kingdom Hearts, but that was the only thing. Some people were a little bit upset about that, but I think Square Enix is probably going to show Kingdom Hearts 3, show off a little bit more Kingdom Hearts 3 and more information, or maybe whatever else they have to offer. Maybe even that more of a Final Fantasy 7 remake. I don't know if that's going to be involved or not, but that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I know the videos have been long, and just doing these videos webcam from the YouTube feature and everything is the only way I can do it right now and stuff like that for now. So I try to add more light to it, so I'll be watching this video back to see how it looks and if I'm not too dark and stuff with the lighting. So this is just the only way I could do these videos right now until I find out a little bit more about this computer situation with a fan that I'm in talks with. So I just have to see what happens with that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys check out my other conference reactions videos. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. And thank you for spending the time, taking your time out of your day to watch the videos, because they're pretty long. But I knew they would be this long, so that's basically it. But I'll see you guys for more E3 videos and for my Nintendo conference reactions and Square Enix and maybe PC gaming if they have anything.